Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Phantom.Strategies. So let's talk about Bitcoin. Today is December 9th. It's about 9:30 a.m. Eastern here in US. We are seeing some bounce in the overall market right now. Bitcoin is trading at 35.13. Overall in the market we are seeing about 3 to 4% gains, and a lot of the altcoins and some of the major coins. So let's talk about Bitcoin again. Let's do a quick recap of last month. So in last month we saw a breach of the support that it took place in mid-November, right around the Thanksgiving or right before Thanksgiving time frame. A lot of people were expecting a break out of this, the wedge formation or a bull flag. You know, if you look at this in a massive scheme of things, it's a typical bull flag, but it did not break out, and until it breaks out in the upward side, we cannot confirm that as a bull flag. But it was a formation and looked like it, but it did not follow through. Alright, so we had a breakdown of this. Few news event caused that as well, and then obviously people who are holding it for last few months in this sideways action, they just hit their stop losses. So a lot of this selling you see right here that happened in November, December time frame also caused due to people having their stop losses in place, momentum traders on the downside coming in and shorting the coins. So it's a multiple, and then obviously the panic selling that occurred. So it's a combination of things that took place, which really caused this panic sell. In the first sell we came down all the way up to 3,500. In the second sell we tried to have a bounce, could not clear the 4,400, and then in the second sell we came down to about 3,200 in Bitcoin. What we are seeing in last couple of days, first of all, we are seeing this doji action that took place yesterday, December 8th. Doji is a pretty much indecision and like a sign of reversal at the end of a trend. It can be on the upside, it can be on the downside, but we need to if we can close today's trading over that doji, then it's a confirmation that it's a sign of reversal. It can fail. I have seen it fail before, but like likelihood, if we can close December 9th over that previous high of yesterday, then that will be the good sign. Okay, and short term, what I'm seeing is this is a falling wedge type of action in the shorter time frame, in the last month type of time frame. But again, we have a lot of resistance, and I have mentioned that in the previous video. We have a lot of resistance that we need to clear through, and the only way we can get through all this resistance is few things needs to happen. Okay, first of all, we need to have the positive headline news. So I was just going through the Coinbase and just looking at what are some of the news events that we are seeing. 2019 will be the big year for the stable coins. I mean, I do agree somewhat. Then there's a Gemini exchange getting approved for Bitcoin Cash. So I do see some fairly positive news right now, and one of the websites that tend to be very negative. So CoinDesk is very either they're very positive or either they're very negative. That's their trend. Like either like on the bullish days, like let's say if the market is in the uptrend, they tend to have a lot of negative headlines, and if the market is in the downtrend, they tend to have a lot of positive headlines. So take all this headline with grain of salt. I don't read too much into it, but it's kind of good to go through them and just have it in your back of your head, nothing more than that. Really, again, I want to emphasize the point that crypto market is in very early stage. Think about the internet back in 90s, right? Is that kind of thing right now. So a lot of things that you will hear, you will have to filter them out, and that's why you have to use technical charts. That's why you have to read the technical charts, because guess what, people can write anything they want here, but I mean, it's really, the chart tells you where people are putting their money, what kind of volume that are coming into the market, those kind of things. That's why we have to read the charts. That gives you an indication of if this headlines or this events are, like, Coinbase is considering adding 30 new crypto assets. I mean, they have to. I mean, these guys were so resistant about not adding more coins, but now they will have to, because guess what, their growth not going to come unless they add more coins. So you really have to, that's why you have to look at the charts. That really tells you the stories of whether the stories are getting transformed into the actions. Like if they're just stories, and if people are not taking action onto it, then it's no good, right? I mean, that's what you really need to be worrying about. So few things we need, like, headline. We need a positive headlines, news. Second thing that we need is confidence back in market. What do I mean by that? When people are like getting in this kind of like downtrend, what people are are getting worried about is like, okay, previously they're buying the lows here. Let's say, just give you an example, when people were buying the lows around 3,500, they saw a massive spike. We went up to 43, 4,400. Guess what, some people did not take the profit, and they just kept it. They're like, okay, we saw the lows, we're probably just gonna go up high and high. And those people got burned. Okay, so guess what, now those same people will start taking profit somewhere around this junction, around 34, 3,500, because they want to make sure that they are staying, at least making breaking even, and they don't want to hold those positions. So that will might create a second round of selling. At the same time, people who are trying to short the coin, they get into that wagon. Now those people need to, the short seller need to need to get burned in a way that people are getting burned, just like when the things were going upside and nothing was coming down. So when that thing start happening, when short sellers start getting burned, or when they are not making any profit shorting the coin, that's when you will start seeing some momentum on the upside, because few things will happen. First of all, people who are trying to short the coin, they won't short the coin, because guess what, they're not making any profit on that. Second, the momentum traders will start jumping onto the upside, rather just like they were jumping onto the downside, they will start jumping onto the upside. And people who are sitting on the sideline, who are just waiting, okay, have we seen the lows yet, have we seen the lows yet, they will jump back into the market and then push the coins higher. There is a pool of people who are just hold on to Bitcoin or some of the other coins, no matter what. They will just, they're hoggers. They're the true hoggers of the coin. They will not sell Bitcoin, even if we go to 2,000. These are the people who are like the true believers from day one. They have been sitting on it. They will continue holding. This market shake off won't matter to them. So those are the people who will keep on holding on to it. And then you have the people who are sitting on the sideline. So multiple things will need to happen in order to get us through this resistance level that we will have going up. The first one that I'm seeing right now is going to be this trend line, right around the 3,500. The 35 is going to be right around the 3,600. Then we have the moving average that we need to get through. So I mean, there is quite a bit of resistance. So right now we are trading. Let me show you one thing right here. So right now we are trading at 3,500. From 3,500 to the 50-day moving average, that's a 50% move from the current price trading range. All right, so that's a 50% move. So obviously we have came down drastically from the 50% of the 50-day moving average. So I expect it to come around 4,000 level, and then we have to reevaluate whether does it have any more juice to push us higher. I'm not going to tell you, okay, that this is the low right now. I don't know that, and I don't think anyone knows that right now. So I mean, it's the things that we need to see is a series of higher highs. That's what we need to see. And the things that I just talked about, that people who are trying to short the coins, they need to get burned in a way that they're not making any profit. Same way that people who are trying to go long, they stopped making profit and things started pulling down because they were getting overextended. So same way, those people and the people who are sitting on the sideline right now, they also need to come back into the market and try to push the coin higher, because they're probably like trying to see if we can go any further low. So, and if we cannot go any further low, there you will see a panic buying, if you will, and a move up. So a few things will happen. People who are shorting it, they will cover their position. People who are sitting on the sideline, they will add on to it. And third, the momentum trader will jump in, and that will create that panic buying. And people will like, okay, we have seen the lows, now we are going to go all the way up, and that will happen. So what I would like, right now, again, I have said it previously, do not go in without your stop losses. Make sure you're taking profit when you are seeing the move of 40-50% within few days, in a week. Take profit, you never get hurt. Like when you're seeing, like when you're gaining 40-50% within a week or a few days, secure those profit. Take profit, pay your bills. You never get hurt with that. So do the basic thing right. We are still in the downtrend, so do not be mistaken. This is a downtrend and we are in a bear market. Yes, this is a bear market. Until it proves other way around, do not try to be a hero and just go all in and think that okay, you're gonna become a millionaire from here on because you're buying it at low. No, this is not the case right now. You can go ask the people who started buying it at 4,000, people who started buying it at 5,000. All right, so be safe out there. Don't try to overdo yourself in buying. Make sure you're respecting the market. So just do the basic things, and just stay a little agile. This market is really a trendy market right now, so please be careful with that until it shows us the sign that we have seen the lows. I will take the profit whenever we get the opportunities. Alright, that's all. Let me know if you have any questions. If you're new to the channel, guys, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. That really keeps me motivated in doing this content review and making videos. Please share with your friends and family. If you want me to look at your portfolio, please shoot me an email. I'm still doing the portfolio analysis, so if you are just getting started, if you already have your portfolio and you want to tweak it a little bit, or you want to change it a little bit, shoot me an email. Alright, and if you think these videos are helpful, then please do give me a thumbs up. That really means a lot. Alright, talk to you soon.